So we hit a really big number for us, and that number is 50. And no, we are not 50. We get closer every day.
I'll be there before she is.
But we hit
50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Matt Reisinger's channel is a different channel than ours. And statistically, most of you also subscribe to his channel. We're really glad that there's a channel like that for people who are interested in the more mainstream kind of topics, but we're really happy that you're here too.
Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community.
We've hit 50 Patreon supporters. We have if you didn't know, we have a Patreon group.
Those 50 Patreons that we have are really, really important to us because frankly, they help keep us on the mission because they support funding, frankly, for our efforts. And it's not kind of a buyout initiative where we feel beholden to a certain product or a brand or a message. You guys help us stay on brand and on message with home performance, and we really appreciate that.
Also, we have spent years and years before we had that group where we felt like we were playing in a sports league where we had no team. It was just us. Yeah. And now that we have a backup network of people who care about what we're doing and they tune in with us every 2 weeks, that really makes a big difference for us. The third number, though, is $50,000. We've been doing this for 15 years. We have over 7 million views.
Over 700 videos, and that $50,000 is our lifetime earnings.
We do this not because it's like making our money for us. You have to do other things for that, which is why we have all of these other resources that we're going to share with you right now. So there are a bunch of free things that you have access to.
First off, the biggest free thing that we have is Home Diagnosis TV, our TV show that we have put so much heart and soul in. It's definitely a big part of my project because on the playgrounds, at the school meetings, at the neighborhood associated meetings, where I'm meeting other homeowners and I am telling them what we do, I can say, and watch our TV show, and it clicks. And it's really there for a lot of you guys who are home performance professionals too, so that you can show these potential clients and homeowners what home performance is from a very homeowner messaged platform.
People don't believe anything is real in this country if they have not seen it on television. So it's not too nerdy, it's just nerdy enough. Grace is the mastermind behind that television show. It would not exist if we did not have her. She's such an important part of this movement.
Season 3 has been kicking along. We went to DC, we went to Florida, we went to the Pacific Northwest. We've been all over. We've been filming amazing researchers and learning so much about how disasters affect home performance. And season 3 will be coming out in January 2024. And with PBS, everything is covered by our underwriters, so it's always going to remain free. And that's why on YouTube, you don't see any commercials with it.
Second free resource that we've got for you is a 24-page full-color booklet called Proof is Possible. This is downloadable on our buildingperformanceworkshop.com website or on the homediagnosis.tv website. And it basically gives you the framework that you would need to be able to quality control a new construction project or a home improvement project like a renovation or an addition.
This booklet is also really great for any of those who are thinking, you know what, I should get into flipping. I should start doing some of that. Get this booklet, start to know what you're getting into. It'll be a great resource before you really jump into that real estate game.
Friends don't let friends flip. Period. But okay, but at least read the thing. There's also a downloadable ventilation layout. I have been consulting on ventilation more and more and more, and people are really getting concerned about health in the indoor spaces ever since the pandemic, which actually kind of did us all a favor thinking about that. If you want to be able to handle all 5 of the factors of ventilation, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video on that topic that I'm looking on screen right now.
And if you really want to get to nerd level 16, we have a free psychrometric wheel calculator that you can download, you can print for yourself, you can hand it out to your other friends, because who doesn't want one of those?
It's a stocking stuffer. It has calculations built onto it that are things that I use in our practice doing consulting for people. We also have all the videos from the build of our tiny house on wheels. If you're not aware, we lived in a tiny house on wheels at 200 square feet, 2 adults, 2 kids, 2 cats for 5 years.
Yeah, and now we use it as our editing suite and our daily getaway from the house. It still works. Sometimes.
It was a building science experiment to help us build the big house, which is in Atlanta, which is where we're speaking to you from right now. And both of those construction processes are totally detailed on YouTube. There's playlists dedicated to both of those.
Now, if you want more than the free stuff, here are some low-cost resources.
First, we have 2 mini courses that are the crash course in home performance and the home performance for tiny spaces, which is specifically about tiny homes, which are actually, frankly, more dangerous than regular sized homes. But we could all stand to learn a lot about both sizes of homes, and those are available. Also, we have practice exams if you're a professional, you want to be BPI certified or certified as a HERS rater.
We have a textbook.
Home Performance Diagnostics is the book on testing. If you want to know how to do the tests, that's why we wrote this. I actually started this because I wanted to have a book like this instead of lugging out each one of the manuals on all of my little test kits. It's got all the equations that you need to interpret and analyze all the data as well.
The state of Utah mandates that all the weatherization crews have this, and there's a lot of money going out. Mentors are going to be busy.
For people who are around the world, also, we now have a PDF version of this so that you can actually access it on your iPad if you prefer that.
And if you want to get on an hour phone call just to check in with this guy, you always can. Just go straight to our website and you can book it right there.
I consult with about 10 people a week, and I just find it very satisfying to work on really persnickety problems, whether it's with a professional who's working with their client or just directly with a homeowner.
And if you want to invest in your knowledge even more, here's a couple bigger ticket items.
First, I have a ventilation course, which is basically everything that I know about ventilation, which is 5 factors, not just one most people think about. And it's basically a download of my brain into your brain. I also have a 1-day blower door and duct tightness training, which also involves certification.
And this certification is recognized by the DOE, and it'll also help you not burn down a house with a blower door.
That's true. And it involves 1 hour of coaching directly with me as well. We have Apt Reports, which is the software that I use for building reports out of the testing that we do. And I built this over 10 years ago with my mother, who is an Excel spreadsheet expert. It is an Excel
she's
spreadsheet.
A guru.
Yeah, it's on steroids. So it's very, very involved. It involves a fair amount of setup. And frankly, there's no other software that does exactly this, because you'll find that a lot of the softwares in this space are kind of plug and play, like prescriptive. You have to do this test, or you can't do this test any other way. And we find that every home is like a fingerprint.
Right. So you need to be able to play with it. You need to be able to adjust formulas, things like that, to really make it work. And
the top of the pyramid is my mastermind course, which is basically trying to turn you into someone like me, a mastermind at home performance. So this is the top tier. It involves all the other trainings that we have within one package.
And if you need help investing in that, if you're a lady or a person of color, we have a minority scholarship to help you get into this field.
So we hope that all of those resources are very useful to whoever out there needs them. We need more people who can do this stuff. Please do make sure that you comment below or question if you have anything to add. Tune in next time.